Hey there guys, a few people were curious how I'm currently farming the Grave Hexvius event, so I'm going to show you a way to do it using 5 synergy units and 1 carry unit. It's a little bit gear specific and it uses some old event gear that it can't be done without it, but if you've got the event gear and you've got the stuff to do this, this might give you some help on, a way to do this fight if you're kind of struggling performing it. So first of all, the whole team needs 100% holy resist, so everyone got 100% holy resist. Now here's the part that might be tricky for some of y'all. You want to build a carry unit, or a synergy unit, that is also 100% passive provoke. It needs to be passive provoke. Normal won't work. We're going to use Black Cat Lid as our passive provoker. That's done with Moogle Plushie, which gives 30%. The Cade Producer Jacket gives 20%. 2 wrapped gifts give 20% each. That's 40. So that's 40, 60, 90. And then the Jewel of Strength gives 10%. This is all from old events, and if you don't have all this stuff to give your character 100% passive provoke, it's going to be kind of trickier because the mana drain is going to give you problems. So she's got 100% holy resist, 100% passive provoke, and you want to give her a source of health regeneration. The mana regen is not important, but that gave her some health regen. Alright, the other things we're going to be doing, these 2 units aren't really important, they'll just speed it up a little bit. They've got 100% holy resist and some mana regen, 100% holy resist and some mana regen. But the thing is, Jake is currently on Ramu for Dispel, and this carry unit is on Shiva for Defensive Freeze. So we're going to Dispel the boss's buff and then break her Spirit and Defense with these 2 units. Now this Nicole needs to have Illusion Redirect. It doesn't need to be enhanced, but it does need to be available. I think he gets that at 6-star level 30 or something like that. But as long as he can cast Illusionist Redirect, that's all he really needs. Well, that and 100% Holy Resist. And enough mana to keep going. We gave him some mana regen. And I gave him Wave Cannon for a better break. He has a free turn. So that's some good things to do with that. Now, the Malphase we're going to be using is going to be bulky enough to tank the boss while Illusionist Nicole is giving her the AoE cover. And 100% Holy Resist. So she's got 100% Holy Resist, some DPS gear, some Undead Killer, and things like Patriotic Recall, Adventurer 5, and Kokobo Adventure. That gives her 500 defense and 1,000 hit points. That's all she really needs, and I'll show you why in a minute. The Friend's not important. We're grabbing 1 for Synergy. He has no Holy Resist, so he is going to die. He is going to die real bad. So that's going to fail the mission. I already did the mission for no deaths. But if you're trying to do a no-death mission and you can't find a friend with 100% Holy Resist, go without a friend for 1 run. Get your 20 Lapis, and then you can get back into what you're doing. If your friend dies after you finish the mission, no one cares. They still give a bonus to you. Alright, so we didn't get a bonus wave, that's fine. So the boss is going to ambush with this annoying thing. So every turn, Jake is going to dispel that buff the boss puts up. And then we're going to break the boss's spirit with Illusionist Nicole. Lid, she's going to guard every turn, that's all she's going to do. Nicole is going to redirect to our Malphase, and our Malphase is going to break the boss with Birds of a Feather, and she's going to imbue herself with Dark. Now, I might not have mentioned this, and the friend's not going to do anything. I might not have mentioned this, but you can't use any element on the boss, except, there's that Holy Attack. It hit the friend really hard. It's going to hit her even harder later. The Holy... The element. You need to only use Dark or Non-Elemental or Holy on this boss. If you use anything other than Dark, Non, or Holy, you're going to get destroyed. So if you use Fire, Ice, Lightning, Water, Wind, or Earth, he's going to hit you back with a really hard attack that's going to just blow up your team. Alright, let's go ahead and use Nicole's Limit Burst for the regeneration. The boss, his spirit's still broken. Okay, the boss's spirit is still broken. We're still imbued, so we'll just chain. So because this boss's spirit is still broken, we don't need to... Well, we'll use Nicole to break him again, but we don't need to dispel the boss, which would take away that imbue. Alright, so now the boss is going to change phase. Now she's going to start mana draining. You see Lid's mana? Her mana is completely gone. There's the Holy Attack. It hurt the friend again. But you'll notice that Lid's mana is totally gone. This is why you can't use a regular Provoker, because they're going to lose all their mana. They can't keep that Provoke active. Lid's damage she's taking is gravity damage. It won't kill her. Every time it hits her, it cuts her life in half, and it won't ever bring her to 0. So that's why we give her regeneration to top herself back off. The boss is still broken, so we'll just go ahead and chain Malphasy again. We'll redirect to Malphasy. Everyone else can just repeat. Alright, so the boss, now here, Lid's going to regenerate. There we go. Now the boss is going to see that the Lid went to like half. She's going to lose all her mana again. She's still passive provoking. She keeps losing half her mana, half her mana. If you hit her again, it's going to go 285, 285. Do it again, she'll go down to something else. Malphasy is covering everything, so we're good. And now we're going to kill the boss. So actually we had no deaths. The friend guarding their return still survived, even with no holy resist. There we go. So there's a way to farm the event using a really, really specific setup. But, you know, if you happen to have all those pieces, it's a pretty easy way to do it. That took, what, maybe 2 minutes? Probably more if I was spending time explaining instead of just doing the fight. Yeah, so I can clear, 40 energy in 2 minutes with this setup. And if you can grab, like, a... what's that werewolf's name? Randolph or something? Whatever. So if you can get that werewolf friend, like, built properly, you can do that fight in 1 or 2 turns, no problem. But there's a way to carry the Grave Hexvius with just 1 Malphasy. And you can swap Malphasy for anyone that can put the same gear on. If you have evasion works totally fine too. Radiant Lightning's got 30% natural evasion. She can very easily gear for 100% evasion and holy resist. Just give her a dark weapon. Aloha Laswell. Oh, Aloha Laswell won't work. His skills are naturally wind and water. Yeah, don't bring Aloha Laswell. That is not going to work. Bards can do it. It'd be a little bit slow for the power-up. I wouldn't recommend Bards for this kind of stuff. Esther could do it. Just give her a dark greatsword. Like, if you have Dark Sea Souls or Glauca's greatsword for Esther, she could do it as well. Give her 100% evasion. Give her 100% holy resist. And let her carry your team. Anyway, there is farming the Grave Hexvius Legendary event. I'll be doing this for the next 2 weeks. See you guys later.